Hello, this is Heath Felix with Pulse. Tonight we have a special commentary on wildfires. As we all know, wildfires are a tremendous year-end problem that many of us prepare for every year. We spend just about every July to the end of November on watch for them, calling with sparks and blaze we see. We clear our land and form our plans for evacuation, just in case we see another Cedar or Witch Creek fire coming over that ridge. But what makes them so traumatic, so unstoppable? Every year we blame it on the winds, on the dry season, and on the brush we didn't clear. What makes them such a deadly combination? We go to our commentator, Michael Rodriguez.
Thank you, Heath. Well, wildfires start every year in the dry season because it creates the perfect environment for fires. Wildfires are often caused by human means, including arson, campfires, playing with matches or fireworks, and flipped cigarette butts. When the heat of the smaller human-made fires makes contact with the dry brush, depending on the situation, fires can burn for a few minutes to hours. Wildfires are so dangerous because the dense growth that inhabits the wild areas around San Diego provides a perfect fuel. When a drier fall San Diego seasons come, they bring low humidity in the form of Santa Ana winds, which dries out all of the overgrowth and drops the flash point very low. When a spark hits this dry fuel, it creates wildfire. What makes these fires different is that they are so large they create their own weather patterns. These winds act very much like a tornado, sucking up fuel and burning it. This can also result in embers being flung for miles, creating more fires in new areas. Recent fires, such as the Cedar fires of 2003 and the Witch Creek fires of 2007, have burned thousands of homes, taking dozens of lives, and burned a combined area of 478,286 acres of wildfire. These wildfires are so destructive that the only logical path would be to prevent them. You can help by clearing your yards of any debris and weeds, volunteering with a land clearing crew, and practice good fire safety. Now we go to Jonathan Felix with an interview with Dr. Crystal Rebian.
Okay, how would wildfires affect the waters around San Diego?
That is a good question. So wildfires are going to have really big effects on especially things like fresh water around San Diego. So rivers and streams and lakes that run through the areas that burn. Those are going to be really hugely impacted, partly because all the trees that are going to burn, a lot of the streams actually get jammed with huge amounts of debris that pile up in the stream, and that can affect the fish and the smaller organisms living in there. And then also the huge amount of ash and burned material. That's a really huge source of carbon that you're dumping into the water. And that's going to change the chemistry of the water. It's going to change microorganisms, what they're doing in the water. It's going to change everything. And then if you had a fire that was near a coast, for example, near here, you would have the same effect. I mean, all that debris and all that carbon and everything is going to be dumping out into the water. And so it would definitely have an effect on local water.
Thank you, John. In conclusion, wildfires are a huge threat to everyone in California, especially during the dry season. Not only is it a hazard to human life, but also to the environment. Like Dr. Crystal said, all of the ash from the burnt material would flow into the rivers and cause further harm to the ocean, local waters, and sea creatures. The fire will always have a lasting effect on people, whether their house is burnt down, someone was hurt, or they have a fear of fire. These fires are a terrible thing and must be stopped as soon as they are started to prevent another large fire in the future. This is Robert Montijo from The Post, signing off.